Right, hello. Change of venue this week. I've come down to a local sort of day ticket. It's called Lake Windrush. I fished it once in the winter. It was depths of winter, ridiculously cold. Had nothing that time. So we've come down in the summer. I've just come down with a couple of mates on a bit of a social. Yeah, and try and catch a few fish. Nothing as yet. I did start off the swim next door. I was just waiting for some guys on the other side of the lake to move off because they were fishing to the far side, so I thought I'd leave them to it until they're gone. They just packed up, so I've chucked the brolly up, set the new home up, and I'm going to sort the rods out in a sec. I've had nothing yet. I lost one off the top, unfortunately. I hooked it, about 2 seconds later it come off. So my mate's had one down in the corner off the top, so it's looking okay. There's a few fish sort of showing on the top, but not a lot of actual shows or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna think about where to put the rigs now in the new spots and see how we get on. But yeah, it's a nice little lake, but just hopefully we catch a few. Right, I've got two of my rods out, as you've probably just seen. One's just over to the far side towards a bush, the other, that's on a multi-rig which I was using last week. The other rod is same rig, just cast over the other side towards the reeds, again on a multi-rig. But I thought I'd just run you through what I'm using on my third rod. I'm using 3 rods on here, which is nice. Leaders are also allowed. So I've chosen to use the leaders from Hybrid. This is a grey sort of silty coloured leader, 1 metre long. So this is the main line. I've just got a bit of putty above the leader, which is there, just to pin everything down behind. It's then tied on with a loop. The reason I do that is so I can attach a new leader really quickly. So yeah, when I've always got one tied up, and then I just attach it via the loop. So 1 metre leader going down to a 2-ounce flat pair, and then just a big-eyed ring swivel which is already on the leader, and then just attach my rig, which is 4 inches of Fable braid, so it's a nice supple braid. You know, so it's a nice short rig because the fish will all be feeding on a parcel of bait, so it just should, you know, the lead should come into account quite quickly. That then goes straight to a size 8 curved hook. It's just straight through, knotless knot, nice and simple, to one of these little barrel wafters from CC Moore. That's them there. So I've got 2 colours in there. You know, you buy the colours on their own, and I've just mixed the 2. So yeah, nice sort of fruity, sweet smelling bait. So that's all going inside a solid PVA bag. So it will be ravelled up nicely, which is the supple braid is perfect for. So I'll show you that now. So that's it there, done. Just a nice parcel of bait, you know. Like I say, I've always got one of these tied up, ready to go. So I just, if I catch a fish or I want to recast, I just loop on this one. There's all sorts in the mix: pellet, boilie, crushed boilie, ground bait. All sorts really, oil, just everything to throw in the mix. So yeah, I've caught a fair few fish on solid bags over the years, so I've got a lot of confidence in them. So let's hope it nicks us by here. It's about 6 AM and there's not a lot to report, to be honest. Nothing through the night. A few liners here and there, but yeah, no fish. So I was up at 4:30, 4:45. Couldn't see any activity anywhere. I've recast the left-hand rod, which is on the solid bag. I like to keep them quite fresh, the solid bags, you know, just to keep bait there all the time. I think there's quite a lot of silvers in here, so they'll be cleaning up most of it. But yeah, it's been very quiet. I was hoping it'd be a bit more productive, to be honest, but nothing as of yet. So I've rechecked that one. I've rechecked the middle rod as well, just because that had a few liners and stuff last night. But yeah, not too much has come out yet. As far as the whole lake, how it's fishing, there's a couple of people that turned up sort of late last evening and they've had nothing, not what I know of anyway. 2 friends further down the bank, they've had nothing, so, well, not on the bottom that is. So it looks like it's going to be another nice day, so I might chuck 2 zigs out today because it's really deep water right in front of me. It's about 12 foot in front of me, so I might put a couple of zigs on and just keep varying the depths and see what happens. And certainly get some floaters out because they were liking the floaters yesterday, so let's see what happens. Yeah, hopefully snare one. Yeah. Apart from that, there's not a lot else I can do. So, have a cup of coffee and some breakfast, I think, and get to it. Off the mark. Got them going on the floaters. It's about 7:30 in the morning, so really early. Just a little 15-pound mirror. Pretty little fish. I'm just chuffed to get one. And I haven't blanked. Oh, guns out, baby. Show you the other side. Pretty little fish, just a chunky little angry fish. Fought really well, to be fair. It's always fun on a soft rod with floater gear, but also nerve-wracking when you're trying to get off the mark. Let's get her back. Wicked. Wow, result. Chuffed for that. You know, it's been really hard going, so to nick one off the top like that is good. yeah, they're still feeding out there, so I've just chucked some more mixers out. Just going to tie up a new rig for the surface. Yeah, get it back out there, hopefully and have another one. Right, a little update. We've had nothing else all day. We're trying on the floaters, but they're not that confident. There's the odd sort of one taking it here and there, so you just got to sort of hope. I had a couple of you know, takes and not hooking them, but yeah, just thought I'd update you with what's going on. It's not long until I've got to pack up, so hopefully I can nick one more before we go. It would be nice. My mates just further down the way, they've had a couple, but yeah, I just had the one for me so far. Absolutely nothing going on with the bottom rods, but it's scorching hot. Oops, a beat there. So yeah, fingers crossed we get another one. If not, that's it for me. So thanks for watching.